first, our program is in a university which is not a traditional university. University of Maryland University College is one of the, let's say, 7 university of university system of Maryland, and it was created in 1947 with very specific purpose to teach adult student, working student, and military student. So the university embraced this task the way well and was working in the direction to teach adult, working student, and military. Taking this into account, the best way to educate working professional, the university find out in 1996, we opened the first online courses, and the university get to be, let's say, the pioneer in online distance education, and let's say the biggest public university providing online education. So most of the courses which I'm talking about, they are established online with established practices in online teaching. One very important thing in our university is that by status we are open university. So you will say, how you will teach this subject? Open university means you don't have specific, let's say, jury exam for master degree, how you work with this. So we actually accept any student, but in the first 2 courses, they have to demonstrate GPA above 3 in order to continue. Why we do this? This is very important for working professional. Moreover, in information technology field, many people want from one career to change to the other just to get job, because the jobs are in this subject. So everything is consistent, but we do have mechanism how to provide quality in this direction. So we are constantly working, updating our program current to the industry trends, and when the big data topics start, let's say, entering in the subject matter we are teaching in information technology, our marketing department did, in addition, marketing study to see what is national-wide and in the area of Washington, D.C. Going on in the subject area of information technology, and more specifically, we have a program in database system technology. So, and the most, let's say, the top identify a skill which we have to update in our program. Of course, this is in very general level, because you see that business intelligence here is just like one top skill which employer described with several, this is very general description. So based on this, and in all the study we as a faculty did, the decision in graduate level was to open a new program. This was 2 years ago, to open a new program in business analytics, Master of Science in Business Analytics. This program is going on already 2nd academic year. And then, because of the shortage also not only in business analytics and data analytics, we almost talk, but all statistics show there is also shortage in big data, in data modeling, and data design. We decided the program, which is the actual, the existing program in databases technology, to redesign for the new challenging topic in big data. So that's are the 2 initiatives. I'm actually working specifically directly in the second one. This program we tried to redevelop started in 2007 and focused mainly on the design development on management of database system technology system. And our specialization always was focusing from the beginning to give practical knowledge, hand-dirty knowledge to our students, and in addition to the theoretical preparation for the master degree. That was always been, And one of the important things is to constantly introduce emerging technology in the information technology field. So what are the main challenges we focus in redeveloping such a program? There are so many new technology in big data. We try to introduce, we have a formal course in distributed processing. This is a formal theoretical course. And we decided, since the emerging technology, we need to introduce Hadoop as a practical, let's say, a project students have to do. But in order to introduce this, on top of Hadoop, there are at least 20 products, starting with Hive, Peak, all this interface to make Hadoop digestible and to be, let's say, viable to introduce this in a single course and make sure that students will do at least some project, a very, very narrow scope. They will spend most of the time learning what are all these projects and which one to embrace. Let's suppose as an instructor, we guide them, we give just a very short introduction, we pick up one of the interface and we do practically a project with Hadoop and let's say with one of the interface. That was, but that is still challenge. About the new skills, I already talked, we decided to introduce them step by step. Since this is not new from scratch program, existing program, we try to introduce the new skills step by step. For instance, the existing course in data mining, we try to introduce not the classical data mining, but to introduce more to machine learning and to work with big data sets. That was one of the challenges. Also, we try to introduce in our data warehouse class everything related with unstructured data in the traditional structured database class. And still we are coping with the main challenge between theory and practice. Why? We want to prepare our students ready to get a job and to satisfy this gap which is between academia and industry. But the point is how much of all this practical new technology and new software we can realistically teach in a Master of Science program. So this balance, we are constantly struggling with this. And we are trying to do the best to teach at least one product in one specific theoretical class. Students get hand dirty, have some experience, and have the bet to get, after finishing the program, to get whatever new is coming. Because in addition, in this subject, every month you have a new product, maybe more than one new. So our idea is to prepare them in this direction. And of course, I'm not going to talk in this subject about purely, let's say, educational challenge, which is we carry too much how we measure student success and quality. And given this, we decided, we finally concluded that we can do this only with the industry, with direct feedback from the industry. That's the only way we can get not only to fill this back, but to measure something which is not measurable. How you measure the success of your student after 5 years, you get feedback of the employer. How you measure this? That is one very challenging thing. So we embrace this idea, and in our in the preparation of the new, in the redeveloping of the program, we work with advisory board from industry, we work with external reviewer, everyone from industry, and survey of broad information technology area. And always keeping in mind that we are striving to innovation. So the curricula, first, was designed with what emerged from the industry and direct feedback from the industry. Now, if you look to the list of different job positions I have here, You will say, well, quite broad, but we try to match what we teach, the courses we are teaching, that our students will be prepared to fill up at least this position, which are, I mean, we work in both directions. And one interesting thing many of my colleagues mentioned here before me was the soft skill. And the soft skill is just coming from all the feedback we are getting from industry. So not only the program I'm presenting, but the whole graduate school in this new phase of redevelopment of our program, developed a new course, which is a core course, which students must approve before going to any of the program, which teaches, which prepare them, let's say, you cannot teach critical thinking in a single course, but the main subjects are critical thinking and teamwork, which are the two main things we are getting from industry, teamwork and critical thinking, and being able to present. So this is the course we have common for the whole graduate school student take, and I already mentioned something about this. Just we introduced in the first phase, working in modeling, expanded our existing courses in advanced databases, not only relational databases, we advanced it in NoSQL, and our student did a project on this. One of the things is not just getting feedback from industry. Most of the instructors in my university are adjunct, and they are experts in the subject matter they teach. And they work in the industry. This is just a list of some of the industry, the faculty working, and they have senior position, and they teach in our program just because they love teaching. But the best thing of this is they provide their industry experience direct, they deliver in the class in the subject matter. And one last thing I want to mention, I don't want to extend this, we have invited also industry speakers in our classes, and we hold in addition webinars because with renowned experts in the subject matter, which is very productive for our students in the big data subject because they get direct feedback, direct view from the industry, and can ask directly questions. It's not the same you get a video from YouTube. We do this in our class. Our instructor also produce their lecture. But in addition, this is is giving us very good. And one last thing are the projects. So these are the three main directly initiative with the industry. Feedback, faculty, and the project. Most of the projects in our program, they are directly related at least with some real data scenario, real data set, and the last project, which is the capstone project of the class, our students do for a program, for a company. It's not project given. This is a lot of hassle. We had to work, in addition, the preparation of each of this project is at least 6 months to get with the industry and to get, but it's very productive because it's not the same. Whatever hypothetical scenario you give them as a project is not the same what the industry is going to give them as a project. So we are heading in something which is competence-based education, which is related to the first presentation today here about the skill, which I'm not going to talk about this, but was the base of our second phase coming on now. I don't know if there is time for question, but I will be happy, if not, I'm here to talk after the